You know, when you've traveled around the world non-stop in the balloon, you don't feel north, south, east, west. You feel there is a unique world with a unique humankind. And of course there are a lot of differences, and it's the differences that give the value. The diversity gives the value to humankind. This is the real partnership. It's not anymore a woman liberation war. It's the reaching of a partnership, men-women, and I think this is very, very important. And India is showing a beautiful example. There should be a lot of other countries following that example. But of course, ideas are not enough. You know, a vision with no action, that remains a dream. On the other side, an action with no vision, that's a nightmare. So I was really interested to see what there would be on the field.
These are simple things that the community suffers from, which we call social indicators, but in the everyday life of the community, it's an infant that dies. It's a girl that is being dropped out of school. It's a woman who dies during childbirth and whose death could be entirely avoided and prevented.
We have seen the ministries, the officials, the politicians who try to implement the project.
For example, that a horse carriage can't run on one big wheel and small wheel. It can't run on one wheel alone. It requires two wheels of equal power. And that's the man-woman aspect of the family. And the family is, you know, these kind of examples will come out.
Make sure that young women take equal part.
Do the adolescent male try to control adolescent women, or they try to be equal?
The UNFPA works with the government towards setting up their own agenda and supports pilot initiatives, approaches, models that are likely to work and that could be replicated.
So today we were in the field and we saw the reality of those women who are making this empowerment women program in a very, very positive way, with a lot of energy and with a lot of results. How are you?
Yes, this project also provided life and vocational skills for the girls, and you know, one of the girls said to me, she says, for the first time these girls were being able to come out of their houses because the sisters were going and explaining to their parents that they were coming for tailoring classes and, you know, teaching them something through which they could earn a living. And it was such a release for them that they wanted the project to continue as much as they could, because it gave them, you know, a little bit of confidence in themselves, as well as gave them a little bit of freedom which they've never had.
I have learned a lot from this program. I stay in a slum community where women do not really recognize their own health problems, and after coming here I realized that these are extremely important aspects, and now I move from house to house and talk to women about these issues. I talk to women saying that they need to really look at their own health. Since I have access to resources, I feel more empowered. I feel I can do what I want to do.
With these projects, because we are teaching them how to earn money, so they will be earning, so they will become confident, and at the same time we are giving them information about reproductive health issues.
I have learned one important thing as part of my being a teacher in the KNAK center, and that is that how when I teach 10 girls and they in turn would go and teach 10 others, and the 20 together would teach 20 more, so it has really a snowballing effect.
If I'm very happy to be here and visit this project in Ariana with my friends from Switzerland and the other delegation, it is just because I think that you have also understood the value of partnership, of teamwork between men and women. And for this dream, you are all Goodwill Ambassadors.
I think Bertrand sees the big picture in India really well.
It will be an excellent bridge between North and South, between UNFPA and IFPG, our organization in Switzerland.
I am absolutely delighted that Bertrand Piccard and Lara Dutta, both UNFPA Goodwill Ambassadors, could come here, and I think his coming here will have a tremendous impact on the people here, because they have seen these two people come here.
And what I've seen up to now in this 1 week visit in India is precisely the good and positive part of this support for their ideas, this support for their programs. And I think it's really very positive, and I feel very good in this role, and I will feel very good as an advocacy ambassador in my country to speak about what I've seen here, to support it and to encourage it.
And I do hope he takes back to the Western world that India needs help, India needs more resources, and India needs this kind of support, both technical and financial, to help it achieve its population stabilization goals. The United Nations Population Fund has been extremely valuable to us because this is one organization which has consistently maintained a focus on population stabilization as an important goal and a goal unto itself. And that is very critical for India because now we have crossed more than 1 billion population, and it is of extremely important concern that we stabilize the population, we act quickly.
And there is this great saying of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, if you educate a boy, you educate a boy, a single person. Whereas if you educate a girl, the whole family is educated. Therefore, women's empowerment has dimensions and developmental implications much larger than being limited to women themselves. You cannot have either a democratic process or developmental process without empowerment of women.